Hey guys, Joanne here with Newegg TV. I'm here to do an overview on this GIGABYTE Luxo M30 mid-tower computer case. And I'm going over the white version, however, it also comes in the black version if you're interested, and they both come with blue LED fans. Here's a 360 look at the case. It comes with a steel body, as well as some plastic construction. And it measures 7.5 inches wide, 16.9 inches tall, and 17.3 inches deep. Up at the top is your power button, and as you can see, you get plenty of mesh ventilation. Below that, you get your three 5¼ inch drive bays and a 3.5 inch drive bay, and there's a 3.5 inch adapter included inside. So to take off these covers, it's very simple. Let me just turn this towards me so it's easier. You push together these two sides here and pull it out, and voila. And below that is your GIGABYTE logo with a ring of LED around it. And it also comes included with one 120mm blue LED fan. On the side, you don't see anything because the motherboard is located on the other side of the case. I don't generally see those types of orientations, however, it's always interesting when I do. You get a popped out side panel here for the left side for your cable management and all that good stuff. Now on the rear, as you can see, the power supply is still on the bottom, yes, but because the motherboard is on this side of the case, everything is flipped. For example, your input-output shield for your motherboard is on this end instead of here. And here is the rear 120mm fan. It is still oriented as a exhaust. However, because of the location of the CPU, you should probably flip that around and have the air intake to cool that part of the motherboard so that when the air rises, the top exhaust fans can get rid of that. And here are your rubber grommets for threading your cables through, as well as your water cooling tubes. Some ventilation holes here, and I believe that, oh, and also your expansion slots up here. I believe you have 7 expansion slots. And on this side of the case, this is where you get the window side. This case would be great if you place it on the right side of your table. Let's say if your table is against a wall, so you can still see the window and into your internal components. And you get 2 more additional mounts for 120mm fans. So this one would probably be cooling the area closer to the CPU, and this fan would be cooling the graphics card area. And it looks like from the pattern of the ventilation, this part here gets more airflow. At the top of the case, let's first go over the ports. So you get a reset button right here, your headphone microphone jacks, 2 USB 3.0 ports, 2 USB 2.0 ports, and moving right along, some mesh here. You have two top exhaust fans here, 2 120mm fans, and they are not LED like the front. Moving right along to the bottom, you get some raised feet to help improve airflow, and a removable dust filter for where your that just flew out. Okay, for where your power supply sits. I usually say let's take a look at the right side of the case first, but since the motherboard is reversed, I will take a look at the left side this time. So let's remove these thumb screws here, and it slides off quite easily. So on this side, you get a large cutout for your aftermarket heatsink, rolled edges, so you can protect yourself when you're installing components. And you get some holes to route your cables through, as well as plenty of tie-down points. And let's see what else. As you can see, the 5¼ inch drive bays, it's toolless design. Simply flip the tab here. And let's just go over this. This is the Molex for the case LEDs. And this is the 3-pin connector with Molex and pass-through for the front fan, and this is the area for your 3.5 inch drives. Now for a look at the interior. So here we go. I am on the right side of the case. So strange, as I do not go over too many cases that have the motherboard on the other side. Where shall I start? So on this side, once again, the 5¼ inch drive bays, and there's an adapter in here for the 3.5-inch drive bay. And down there, you have the mounts for 8 3.5-inch drives. It is also a toolless design. Simply twist like this and remove. Now, let's skip to the accessories real quick since it's here. And open up this bag. You get some zip ties. You also get a motherboard speaker and some motherboard standoffs as well as other mounting screws. And of course, we cannot forget the user guide. Shows you how to install everything. Now moving right along, inside tucked in here, let me go ahead and remove the twist tie. I should have done this before. All right, so this is where all of your front panel connectors are. Let me just untangle that. So this is your 20-pin USB 3.0 header. And all of these little colored ones here are your, I believe, your power, reset, and LED connectors. And one of them should be USB 2, right? This one is audio, and this one is USB 2. Moving on to this side, let me just tip this case so you can see the two top exhausts. These are your top 120s, and they both come with Molex with pass-through. You know, I'm used to seeing this exhaust fan like on this side when I'm presenting, but here is your rear exhaust that I mentioned earlier. You should make an intake because of the position of the motherboard. And it also comes with a Molex with pass-through as well as a 3-pin connector. Now this is the motherboard. It has some standoffs on there for you already. It is compatible with Micro-ATX and ATX motherboards. Let me tip the case this way a little bit and you'll notice that you get some foam padding here for where your power supply sits, so it helps reduce the vibration. That wraps up our overview on this GIGABYTE Luxo M30 mid-tower computer case. I'm Joanne, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our Newegg YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Newegg TV, and we'll see you next time.